So, welcome to Albums Anonymous. I'm Troy. That's Ryan. We've got a guest tonight. This is Michael Rae, and he has brought the album to us tonight that we'll be talking about. But this isn't just an albums podcast that we talk about, you know, the albums of the night. This is also your weekly radio show where we drop fresh tracks straight out of the Permanent Record Studio. So you have that to look forward to as well. But Michael,
hello.
Before we jump into the music, I just wanted to acknowledge that I haven't even said anything to you about this, but you recently ran a marathon, didn't you?
Not quite. I am running a marathon on Sunday.
Oh, that's coming up still. Okay.
So I don't know why.
Do you feel ready for it?
I
knew it was coming up. I thought maybe it had already passed, but
it is on Sunday in Eugene, Oregon, Tracktown, USA. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I'm regretting some of my life choices to do this thing, but
yeah,
now there's no way through it but through it.
A full marathon.
A full marathon.
Wow.
I do one every decade.
26.2. I mean, 2.
Exactly.
You just have to sneak in a poop joke whenever possible.
I know. Don't people do that sometimes?
Absolutely. Poop jokes are always funny, and fart jokes are always funny.
No, when they run too much.
Well, you'll enjoy this show because we've got a lot of that.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Have you been training pretty hard?
I have been.
I would hope so.
Since January, and
damn, let's go.
I ran 20 miles a couple weeks ago, so that's as far as I go. So we'll see. The last 6.2 was
what's another 6.2?
Exactly. So it should be fun.
Nice.
So
great.
I'm glad we're doing this now because next week I won't be able to walk.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so this is a music podcast though, so let's jump into the music. You picked the album this week, so can you fill us in a little bit on what it was you chose and why you chose it?
Absolutely. I chose for you Street Corner Talkin' by the band Savoy Brown. Savoy Brown is a British rock blues band from the 60s, and they actually have a really interesting kind of band history. It's a little bit Spinal Tap. It's a little bit heavy metal. They have actually more heavy metal than you would think for a little British blues band.
Nice.
So in the movie, This Is Spinal Tap, they make a joke that 37 people have been in the band, and that's supposed to be like a ludicrous, hilarious number. 59 people have been in the band Savoy Brown.
59.
59.
Wow.
With the founding member, Kim Simmons, is the only person who has been in the band the entire time. And he's got this kind of sort of sad poetry about him where like people in the band leave to form more famous bands or to join more famous bands. Like 3 of the original members left him and formed Foghat, the band. And then another singer left to join Fleetwood Mac. But I just, first of all, the album art is just fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I actually brought some other ones that I can show you too, because their album art is all very cool.
Yeah, let's look at.
We got Hellbound Train, pretty cool there. All right, and then we got. Sorry, we got Looking In. Ooh, my kids don't like this.
That is some zombie.
Right,
like they really leaned into it. What year was that one?
Let's see. But they also, Savoy Brown did go through a heavy metal phase. They actually toured with Judas Priest like in the early 90s and
cool.
like became a heavy metal band, which is, I think is hilarious.
That is a massive shift
from kind of bouncy blues. But then I also thought like on Street Corner Talkin', there's this track, Time Does Tell, I think it's called. It's the last track on the first album. And I always thought it had a little bit of like a heavy metal vibe to it. So then I was looking up the band, and it turns out that the guy that sings on it, I always thought like I could see Ozzy Osbourne singing this song for some reason. Well, it turns out that Dave Walker, the guy that sings on it, eventually left Savoy Brown to join Black Sabbath to replace Ozzy Osbourne. So from
Wow.
Brit blues to heavy metal, Savoy Brown, street corner talking.
Wow. That's rad. We have one of our artists wrote a song called Time Does Smell. It just turns out. But we could maybe get to that later. You were going to say something, Troy?
Well, when Michael brought this one up, I had never heard of this band, and I've been calling the band in my head Savoy Brown this whole time, but you're saying Savoy Brown. And the only reason I think I've been saying that is because I know it's an English band, and I just think of the phrase "Oi, oi, Savoy." You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Do you do you know for a fact that it's Savoy?
I don't actually know that for a fact.
I mean, I wouldn't know either way, but I did look it up. I looked up a little bit about this band because obviously this is the first time I had heard about this band, and which is why I love doing this podcast, is because we get exposed to new music. But one of the things that I looked up when I was first listening to it just last week, or over the weekend, the way they came up with the name of the band is they just there was like some blues record label in America called Savoy or Savoy, and they just thought it sounded sophisticated, and so they added the word brown to it because they thought it was plain.
I like it.
It's sophisticated and plain, which is just like so indicative of that era of like coming up with your band name. You know, it's just like all the thought and creativity goes straight into the music, and they just like blow right past the name. You know, they're just like, Savoy sounds sophisticated. You know, Brown, it's a bit plain, a bit of a juxtaposition, you know. Oh, fucking brilliant, mate. Let's go with that. You know, that kind of thing. But you think about so many of the artists that were coming out of that era, they're just like Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Let's bring Neil Young aboard. What should we call ourselves now?
Yeah.
What do they call themselves?
Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, it lines up. You know, yeah.
I think you have to cap
Carlos Santana. What should we call ourselves, boys? Santana? You know?
Well, Carlos Santana was always going to be like his own thing because he's just so good and he could like play with other bands. You know what I mean? But that confused me for a long time when I was a kid. I was like, wait, the band's called Carlos Santana featuring Rob Zombie or whoever it was. But yeah, it confused me. But yeah, I think there's a reason for it.
Yeah. Anyways, I love that I do actually love that they just like spend absolutely zero amount of time like thinking about the band name. Whereas like nowadays I feel like there's so many, it has to be like have some like triple meaning behind it, and like,
right, and like
or be like
some
super
weird,
mysterious,
and like some like backwards letter or like weird character or like, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how to say that. Even that I don't know how to say the name of the band.
Yeah. Yeah. But Savoy Brown.
What
I don't know.
Oh, wait, Savoy. What does this mean?
It's just like a Cockney thing that I've heard. I don't even know where. I honestly don't know where it even comes from.
I was giving you.
I've heard it before. Oi, oi, Savoy.
Okay.
I don't know what that comes from.
I don't know.
That's like the one place that I've gone to when I've heard that word.
You should probably look it up. It might be racist. You never know.
It's a really good point.
Yeah.
Well, they have the word brown in there too, which could be racist in some ways.
I read something that said that like there was a record executive or somebody that was like, well, what do you have to use brown? They basically were like, you know, saying that brown was bad. So.
Oh, really? So. Well, I actually did hear the other thing that when I was looking up that same thing about the band name is that they were originally called Savoy Brown Blues Band.
Right.
Which again is like, just like their manager is just like bit redundant. You know what I mean? If they're playing I don't know. So they're just like, we really want to make sure people know that we play blues.
Exactly.
And they're just like, okay, but maybe we just drop the blues band part, you know. But it's interesting because this time that this band was big, like the blues was huge in the UK.
Exactly.
Like the blues was the underground music in the 60s in the UK.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think wasn't it Muddy Waters toured the UK and like the Stones and everybody like saw this show and they were just absolutely blown away by the performance, and like that changed that tour and the blues coming to the UK changed music forever and created some of the best sounds that we've ever heard. So
I mean,
it's
you
incredible.
think even Pink Floyd started out as playing blues, and they like the name of that band was the Pink Floyd sound, which Pink and Floyd were taken from Syd Barrett's two favorite blues artists. So Pink Floyd is actually the names of these two blues artists, and Pink Floyd is clearly not known as a blues band,
right?
But definitely one of, if not maybe the most innovative bands of that era, maybe ever. But yeah, it's fascinating.
So I think we should play some music because this show is also about the music. And looks like we do have some tracks from the Brews brothers, which I'm excited to play.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have something very interesting. It's a video game where the theme song has come before the video game. Yeah. So it and this game is going to be called Booger Falls, and it kind of explains how the game goes. And this doesn't have a whole lot to do with the album that you brought to us, Michael, but it is interesting. And this band is called Panic at the Everything. Would you like to hear it?
Absolutely. Bring it.
Let's hear it.
Booger Falls.
Booger Falls, Booger Falls, Booger Falls, Booger Falls. Welcome to Booger Falls. Your goal is to sink them all down the shower pan drain. Get the high score and you get cake. But you have to stay on top, cause the kids play a lot. Keep the high score for a week. You'll be licking buttercream, sinking boogers down the drain. It's a battle to win cake. Press the button to rotate its shape down the hole so it escapes. Booger Falls, 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 Booger Falls.
Yeah, that was Booger Falls. What do you guys think of that one?
Well, it definitely captured the Panic at the Disco vibe,
Right.
which is where I think they were going with the Panic at the Everything.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Vocal style for sure
Right.
was coming
And a
across
little little Freddie Mercury in there too.
little Freddie Mercury.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that's high praise
Yes.
for a song called Booger Falls.
Yeah, I can't believe we got them to sing that song. You know, it's a big concept from the label here to try to get the video game made after the theme song's made.
Yeah.
Basically, it's going to be like kind of like a Tetris where you try to get boogers down the shower pan drain. Yeah. Just all different shapes and sizes. And then you try to get the highest score.
Are you
And-
saying like by using the shower stream without touching the booger?
That could be, yeah. That's gonna be part of the what did they call that? Collisions or whatever that term is for that. That's gonna be part of it for sure. I don't make video games, but I think this is a good idea, and like whoever gets the high score, and if you could keep it for like a certain period of time, maybe like a week, they'll get a cake sent to them. Like you get the high score, you get cake.
I love it.
Does that track?
Yeah,
It's an ambitious thing to just write the to start with the theme song and then say, let's make a video game from here.
Well, I want the community to make a video game from here.
Oh, okay. So you're not taking it on yourself.
I want to cut.
You just want
Oh,
those,
okay.
you just want those music
The producer credit.
producer credits. Yeah. No.
But anyways, back to the album. I did listen to Street Corner Talking, right? Multiple times this week. And I really liked it. And I really enjoyed listening to it multiple times. Definitely like a lot of different styles of blues and rock and roll. Like, you know, you could hear like the old fashioned kind of rock and roll influence, a little bit of like Chuck Berry influence, I would say, in some songs. Lots of like shuffles and lots of like just good soulful singing. And yeah, I enjoyed it.
Glad you enjoyed it.
I forget all the track names on it. But there's
Mama's the first one.
Yeah, we got Tell Mama.
because there's it's right behind you right there.
I lost it.
But when I was listening to, I listened to it through it twice, and like the first 3 songs, I was like, okay, you know, some blues rock. You know, wasn't blowing my socks off necessarily, but then we got to the 4th track.
Yep.
What's the name of that song again?
That is Time Does Tell.
Time Does Tell. And I was like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Now it's getting a little bit interesting. And then there's, what's the 10-minute track?
All I Can Do.
All I Can Do.
All I
can do is cry.
Yeah.
And that one's
really
for the time, they really branched out there. I mean, Led Zeppelin was doing some like really long kind of improvisation, sort of almost prog light sort of stuff. But it was not very common back then to have a track like that on an album at all. So they were really taking a risk, you know, professionally by kind of branching out with that. I thought everything from track 4 on was like really strong. Very interesting phrases and some just interesting chord progressions that they put together with that. And then there's even a Temptations cover on it.
Yeah.
They covered the Temptations. Did you pick that up?
Is that the Wing Ding Noodle? I mean, Wing Ding Doodle?
Wang Dang Doodle.
No.
Night long.
It was, what was, I literally cannot remember any of the names.
I Can't Get Next to You.
Can't Get Next to You. That's
Yes.
it. So it sounds way different from the original song. It's only the lyrics that are the same, but it is completely different. And I'm like, I kind of liked it better. I mean, it was good. Like,
Yeah. So when I chose this and I sent it to you, I was going to say, you know, give it a chance. Wait till Time Does Tell. But then I was like, no, I'm going to let you find that on your own.
yeah.
So
Well,
it happened exactly how I also experienced it. Of like first couple tracks, good, you know, Tell Mama, classic, kind of just blues. Let It Rock is literally a song about rocking, which is kind of unserious, but you know, still fun. And then then you got your Temptations cover. But yeah, I agree. It finishes really strong.
Yeah.
I love the sort of crunchy guitar riff on Street Corner Talking. The track, you know, you flip it over and then you get that down, and it's really,
That's a cool riff.
Yeah.
That's a funky riff. Here's some like funk elements.
Yeah. Well, and that, you know, this band has been around. I think Kim Simmons died like 4 years ago, but up until the end, he was just making music, whether that be blues, rock, metal.
and all under the same moniker.
There were a few name changes over the years. I think they were I think they kind of did a folky thing, but I think they were still Savoy Brown when they were touring with Judas Priest and playing metal.
That's great.
But yeah, it's such a funny, like, Yeah, so that's what I pick up when I listen to this. I'm like, there's something that's ahead of its time here, but it's
Definitely,
also like exactly of its time here, which maybe seems like an oxymoron, but like, but then you can kind of see like these guys made 40 studio albums from like the early 60s to like a couple years ago, and I would be so curious to like, sort of look at a cross section of, or like a sort of a through line of their discography.
And I didn't look at much of their art this week, but just the few albums that you brought here are all pretty vastly different one from the other. But do they have a lot of the kind of like skull and
they're
zombie looking?
The ones that I have one more. These like my dad just like gave me these records because he was like, oh yeah, this is a cool band that I always used to like, and so I'm like, cool. And so I like have all these records, and they're all pretty different. The first one is just like their faces kind of like in a hedge, with just their faces sticking out. So kind of silly, kind of sort of Beatles-esque, I'd say. But everything, they're all like noticeable, like striking, you're like, this is an interesting album cover.
Yeah. And
like, okay. So, I don't know.
I mean, the art just for the Street Corner Talking one, it's not necessarily like out there, but it's very eye catching. Yeah. I mean, the colors, all that is
it's pretty. Yeah.
Here, let me
some,
put it up close.
There's some
or wait, no, camera 3.
All right, there are definitely some stories there, right? Like, these people all have a backstory. Like, this isn't just
a guy pointing a gun at a guy smoking a cigarette. There's a lot of people smoking cigarettes.
Right. Oh.
Oops. Whoa.
Yeah, I need a new. That was. I need a new sleeve in there. But, you can tell I've listened to this a lot because it's kind of beat up.
Nice.
Yeah. Guy dropping a plant on somebody else's head.
Right.
That's what they used to do for fun back then.
That's what they used to do for fun. Right.
Before
like you're just
cable television
and video games.
And you're like, just like, these guys are so cool looking too. Like, I know it's not a great camera angle.
Oh,
but it's like,
I always wanted that
guys.
hair.
Like,
I tried to do metal hair.
Yeah.
I was into metal, but it'd always go bowl. Yeah, straight up bowl. But we have a lot of songs tonight, guys. So
okay,
I think we should get into some of them.
Well, can I just say before we get into some of these other ones, though, like I couldn't stop while I was listening to the album. I just had visions of the Blues Brothers the whole time. Like I could just see Jake and Elwood Blues covering every one of these songs. And I actually did discover a new band that we brought onto the label that vibes, if you will, with that sort of style of music.
Yeah.
Called the Brews Brothers. Brews Brothers. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So could we play a track from them?
Yeah. Which one?
The first one.
Okay.
Whatever one. I forget which.
This one?
Medicine? No. Go back. Go to Medicine.
Well,
Medicine.
Get back to that one. Sorry. I know you had an order in there, but
I put numbers on them.
It stripped it when I loaded it. So
Medicine is the one.
okay. Let's do it.
I don't need no Tylenol, and I don't need no ibuprofen. Oh, I do not need no Motrin. I don't need acetaminophen. If I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling sick, if I've got a fever, I know where to get my kick. Beer is my medicine. It's all I need to soothe my pain. Beer is my medication. Just fill up my brewski fountain. Hook me up to to me. Hook me up to a B.I.B. Drip that shit right into me. Beer is my medicine. It's all I need to soothe my pain. Beer is my medication. Just fill up my brewski fountain.
Wow, that was a cool ending.
Yeah. So this band really likes beer, by the way.
Well, I think a lot of people like beer too, so that works out. What do you think of that song, Michael?
I feel inspired.
What to drink?
I feel thirsty. Yeah, it's like in medieval times, the beer was cleaner than the water. So
Exactly.
So
yeah.
I think they're onto something. I think that's
actually where eggnog came from.
is it.
Yeah, they couldn't drink the dairy products safely because they would just get infested with bacteria.
So they put
And so they just spiked it with alcohol to kill any bacteria in it, and it had an effect.
Oh, I was telling one of the parents at pickup for preschool that because they were saying how there was a stomach bug going around the school, and I was like, yeah, whenever I hear that, the first thing I do is I go get some beer. Even if I I haven't been
Really?
It's just a mental thing. It's just all right, if I'm gonna get the stomach flu, I'm gonna at least have a little bit of fun before that, because it's just gonna all come back up again anyways.
I thought you were getting prepared to use beer as actual medicine when they're, but
No, it's preemptive. It's just
Got
maybe
it,
it will kill whatever kind of thing that's in there. It's a long shot, but
yeah, I'm guessing you haven't asked your doctor about that.
no. I mean, some doctoring is just kind of jazz,
I thought you were gonna say if you have to take care of a sick kid, then you're gonna need some help, need some medicine for yourself. I don't know.
Well, that's what we.
I mean, that lines up.
That's more. That's more.
just to relax from all the screaming.
I mean,
But they're fun, man. The kids are so
kids are
cute.
fun.
Yeah.
All of our kids go to daycare together.
Yeah,
Did your kids get that bug that went through just this last week?
that's what I'm talking about.
Addie got it on Wednesday night last week. She puked all night long, every 20 minutes. I didn't get an ounce of not any sleep that night.
Oh my god.
And then I thought we were in the clear, and then Avery got it Tuesday night, and it was the same exact thing. Up all night, she was puking every 20 minutes.
Well, that's terrible news.
I've been
that it took that long to.
Yeah, I've been
Incubate.
really, really
Yeah.
I've been paranoid lately. Anything that I feel in my stomach, I'm just oh no,
Oh yeah.
oh no, is it happening? But yeah, so far so good.
So far, so
But-
good.
Great stuff.
Yeah, we were luckily hit with just a cold and a fever over the weekend or last week. So maybe we got something else instead. I don't know.
If you don't have kids, this is what parenting's like. You're just sick all the time for the first couple of years.
Exactly. You just have kind of a low grade
Somebody-
cough and runny nose constantly. Yeah.
Somebody in your house is sick pretty much 100% of the time.
Yeah.
But it's pretty rewarding at the same time.
And that's what we have to say after that.
Yep. I read my script that the government gives me. Well, that was a good track. I have another band that's very similar, but a different name than Brews Brothers. This is Grow Cocker. It's got a very distinct voice, and the first single of the album we listened to this week was "Tell Mama," right? This one's called "Tell Papa."
All right.
So, and "Tell Mama" was one of the like singles that they're promoting, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
I read that on Wikipedia. But
Yeah.
Well, they did. Yeah, the last track on the album was "Tell Mama," but like the radio edit or something like that. It's not. They didn't call it.
Oh,
radio
that's funny.
edit,
Yeah,
but
so-
it was like, at least on
So
Spotify.
that must have been their-
Yeah, I didn't listen to it on actual vinyl.
Sure.
But
It's not Wang Dang Doodle is the last song on, because
is that what it is on the?
Yeah.
On that
Yeah.
album. Oh, okay, interesting.
But-
Wang Dang Doodle.
But I guess they were successful. They had like a lot of airplay, but they never like reached superstardom.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know.
makes
I like
sense.
it. I like a hardworking rocker that never quite
Yeah,
makes it big.
I appreciate that for sure.
Me too. I mean,
They're truly in it for the music.
Exactly.
so is Grow Cocker. So let's let's listen to Tell Papa. It's not too bad. It's not.
Got a notice from the boss, said I'm running late. I looked at that cubicle and I filled with hate. 40 years of age, but I've had enough. The 9-to-5 life is just way too tough. I'm packing up my desk, putting keys in the door. I don't wanna be in the dark no more. Go tell Papa I'm coming home to stay. Tell Papa throw the neckties all away. I try the real world, but it's a losing game. Go tell Papa, let him know I've got no shame. Hey, I'm tired of the bills and the mortgage pay. I wanna sit in the basement and hide away. The light of the TV is the only glow I need, with a family-sized bag and a hunger to feed. Neon orange fingers and a controller in my hand, the master of a digital 8-bit land. Go tell Papa I'm coming home to stay. Tell Papa put the laundry on the tray. I tried the real world, but it's a losing game. Go tell Papa, let him know I've got no shame. Don't talk to me about my 401k. I'd rather play Call of Duty all day. The world is too loud and the world is too fast. I'm going back to where the childhood lasts. So tell them clear out the boxes from my old twin bed. I got visions of high scores dancing in my head. The rent is free and the fridge is stocked. The front door of my office is officially locked. I'm trading my suit for some sweatpants now. Don't ask me why and don't ask me how. Go tell Papa, tell him I'm in the driveway. Get the Cheetos ready, Papa. I'm home. Yeah, tell Papa I'm never leaving again. Ooh.
Yeah, that was Tell Papa by Grow Cocker. The voice is very strong, right? Like a Joe Cocker like voice.
I mean, yeah.
How about that?
It is. Yeah. It is strong. It is. Yeah. Was the song about playing too many video games in your parents' basement?
Yeah, sort of. It was so like in Tell Mama, he like loses his job, quits his job, and then like goes and like leaves home, right?
Yeah.
But in this song, Tell Papa, he quits his job as well, but he moves back in with his parents.
Yeah, and we're talking like corporate, right? Suits and ties,
Yeah,
cubicles. You know, this is like
Yeah. So there's a little backstory to
Yeah.
Grow Cocker.
He's gonna regress into his childhood. Which
Yeah.
probably is something we all do a little bit when we're, at our parents' house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
You know?
Yeah.
What do you revert to when you go to your parents' house?
I just kind of don't do much. I just kind of. It's like I'm like, it's so bad, right? It's like my mom cleaned that up.
Oh, it's awesome. And
She just does. I don't. I would do it, but
does she like, make you a grilled cheese? With
if I wanted it, yeah,
with the corners cut up.
no. It's more.
Does she cut it in half though?
You just cut the corners off?
No, I mean I eat the full bread.
It's funny. So like, for whatever reason, like we don't keep I don't know why we don't keep sandwich fixins at our house very often, right? But then my mom always has like multiple breads and multiple meats and multiple cheeses, and so like we're like, do people know about sandwiches?
Yeah,
I was like, they're so good.
they're
Yeah,
so
dude.
good.
I'm a bit, I'm passionate about sandwiches. When I make a sandwich, I take a solid like half hour to make my sandwich, usually.
What's your favorite sandwich right now?
At the moment, I've been experimenting with hummus on one side of the bread, turkey, avocado, lettuce, all standard stuff so far. But then I've been putting this like beet kraut on it, which is like fermented beets, basically, like slaw almost. Yeah. Sometimes I'll I use like this spicy kimchi on it. And then I'll even throw on some pickled jalapenos as well. So I've been throwing in a lot of the fermented probiotic stuff in there, but it makes it really tasty also.
Yeah, that sounds great. I would definitely eat that.
Do you hear like any influences of Savoy Brown in these bands that we've been playing?
Should I? No, just kidding. Absolutely.
That's a no.
No, absolutely. anything blues, If they're a blues, the Savoy Brown Blues Band.
Yeah, that's good. We have some influences. Did you want to play another one of the Blues Brothers? And by the way,
Brews Brothers.
Oh yeah, I have some friends that have a brewery called the Booze Brothers.
Really?
Yeah,
That is interesting.
Vista, California.
Cool.
Nice.
Booze Brothers?
Yeah, Booze Brothers. They had their beer at John's one time. That was pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would love to play the song Chug. And just for reference, these tracks were performed or recorded one after the other in the studio while they were drinking a lot of beer. So just keep that in mind that all of these songs were recorded in one single go.
Oh well.
So
It's amazing.
yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, the next song's called Chug.
Chug, chug, chug. Chug, 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 chug. Oi, 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 oi. Chug. chug, chuggity, chugga-roll. Chuggity, chuggity, chuggy, glug, chug, glug, chuggity, 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 chow. Oi, 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 oi. Oh boy.
I could see that playing at any Portland dive bar
Yeah,
and people being into it.
that's an anthem right there.
These guys,
That's a beer anthem.
It is.
the dive bars are where they thrive. Yeah, they do well at dive bars.
I could see that. Well,
I love a rock and roll scream.
yeah. There's a lot of weird vocalizations going on in that song. Wow.
Right?
Wow.
And for some reason in college, whenever we'd open a beer, we'd go, wow. So we would do a rock and roll scream.
Nice,
So
yeah.
this is taking me back to, just our beer opening.
I'm gonna start doing that. Actually,
Yeah.
that's
It's really satisfying,
I can see how satisfying that would be.
Yeah, try it.
I'm going to.
Yeah. I wish we had beer to drink tonight. I should have brought beer.
I know.
So
I should have
sweet
brought beer.
sodas, but
No, I have to get up really early, but
I know.
I probably still would
I
have
have
had
to
a beer.
run. I have to
anyway,
run a marathon this week.
Yeah, you got. That's a serious thing that you're about to do. That,
Yeah. I
just
get-
work that in there, huh, Michael?
I did. It's a humble brag.
Well,
I get to eat. So I get to eat all the carbs I want.
I mean, after you're done with that, I imagine you'll be hitting a brewery nearby, right?
Most certainly.
Have you picked one out yet in Eugene that you're?
No, I've never.
You have
been.
your eye on?
No, I'm just gonna let the spirit move me.
I honestly can't think of any
Like
breweries. in
Eugene beers.
Eugene.
Yeah, but
Now
I'm
that you
sure
think
there
of it.
are.
Yeah, there's definitely,
Right.
but I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But
You got to go to Jeans.
Jeans.
Yeah.
Okay. Eugene.
And their marketing is you to Jeans.
Gene, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Boo. No, it wasn't. Well, that was a interesting tune there.
Do you want to play the next one, or do
Sure.
you have?
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it does these songs get progressively more interesting depending on how you're looking at it. So if you want, yeah,
Can I guess the next one?
sure.
After Chug, was it too much?
No, it's actually Beer in My Hand.
Okay.
Is the next track.
Well,
If you're doing it in chronological order of one after the other as they're recording, Beer in My Hand was the next one.
Okay. So he's keeping the party going.
Right.
Let's go.
Mumbling. Followed by the Chambéry. Beer in my hand.
This is after Chug, by the way. Yeah.
Feeble beer in my hand. Drinky poo, drinky poo, drinky poo. Beer on my ass. Bleed blow for rush. Beer. Chuck, 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 chug. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Brews brothers from others' mothers, covers, shovers, beer in my hand.
Wow, that's cool. Shovers. Like you think on that like line, he like shoves somebody into the crowd. One of the band members. Yeah. That was Beer in My Hand, and that was also very interesting. I'm glad we saved that one for third from that band. How did you feel about that track?
Yeah, it. You know, I'm just, you know, there's a fine line between, you know, scatting and mumbling, you know, and like where's the line? And I feel like we found it.
Yeah,
Beer
like
in
that
My
was
Hand.
all
That's
the
fair.
line.
It was all exactly towing the line.
I think
And I
what may
appreciate
have partially what may have happened is he was planning to sing some actual words, but
Let's look
maybe
it up.
had too much to drink, and
After
scatting was his only
After
option
the
at a
chugging,
certain
yeah.
point. Yeah.
I mean, and that happens sometimes in the studio, and sometimes it's gold. Sometimes.
Yeah.
exactly.
But there's a raw element to this that I think is, you know,
Yeah.
you can point to and say there's something there.
Also worked well in a Portland bar bathroom. I don't know why bathroom, but like
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that would,
yeah.
it's another bar anthem for sure.
I could see myself like peeing in one of those nasty urinals, you know, and just
With ice in it.
Hearing this muffled just in the
Yeah.
background from outside the door. Every time the door opens, you just.
that gives you karaoke vibes.
It's hard to hear the lyrics anyway in a loud bar, so
Yeah, that's true.
why, you know, why have them?
I think I want to like cut things up a little bit from our blues trajectory and play another Panic at the Disc. Damn it, Panic at the Everything song.
Can I
Oh.
just.
Yes.
Can we play the next one?
Yes.
Because I
Was it
just
the last
feel like.
one in the-
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it really does go. It creates the whole experience if you really
Okay.
hear all these back to back. Because
I agree. But then after that,
Yeah.
Panic at the Everything. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. So Too Much by the.
the Brews Brothers.
Okay.
Move for me, move. Oh shit. Jacked up, I've had too much. XYWABC. Too much. Shit. Blah 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 blah. Flabble gabble bleeble blubble 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 blah 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 blah. Oh my God, I can't even lay down. Everything just spins, spinning, spinning, spinning. Gas, Paffos, doch, I've had too much.
Wow.
There's some real self-awareness there. Yeah. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I like when he tries to recite the alphabet backwards. He's like, D-Z-Y-X, baby, and like, I appreciate that.
Yeah. It's not the best time to try it, but because it's hard to do normally without drinking.
It's an excellent time to practice, though.
Yeah. I've definitely been that drunk before. It's not a great time.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know when it's happening, too.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
Oh,
You're like,
Right? You've been sitting for a while, and you stand up and you walk to the bathroom, and you're like, oh. You look in the mirror, and you're like, you see the eyes.
Yep.
Like, oh yeah.
This is not going to be a good night.
yeah. But at least like with drinking, like you could be like, yeah, I did have that many, you know, but like sometimes with like a weed candy, if I don't read the label right, and like I take too much and I'm like,
And you're like, well, there's no coming down from this.
no, I don't. That moment of like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I've had that moment like more times than I want to admit. And like, it's not great. It's not great. It's like, you know, weed candies are like an investment, you know, you eat it and nothing really happens until like an hour later, but then it happens. And if you didn't get the dosage right, you're in for a night.
You're in for a
of
night.
one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
But
And it just happens to you.
yeah. Yeah.
They did record one last track after this.
Okay.
After that one, there was one final one that they did, and it's pretty brief.
Okay.
But I think it's worth. We don't even have to talk about it after that. We can just move on. But I think it's worthwhile.
What is it called?
I think it's called Problem.
Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah. I might have a problem. Here we go.
I have a problem.
So the song is called I Might Have a Problem, but he didn't even sing all the words of the title in the song. He just went, I have a problem. Yeah. Wow. That was interesting.
So I think that closed out that recording session.
Yeah.
By the
So
way.
we didn't have to talk about it.
No, we don't.
Didn't have to talk about
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I
I don't have anything to say about that. But I like the honesty. If I were to say one thing, admitting that you have a problem is the first step. So Panic at the Everything.
Moving away a little bit from the theme.
Yeah.
Of the episode.
And we're going to circle back to the theme. Because Gro Cocker has more tracks.
Cool.
Yeah. But I'm really excited about Panic at the Everything, so I want to work that into this episode. Well, they panic everywhere, and that's kind of the theme. And this track's called "Why Can't You Open the Chips?" So.
At a party, bag of chips. I am hungry, I might dip. I try to open, I catch her eye. Struggle with packaging, anxiety climbs high. I try a different angle, I try a different side. I look for scissors or a knife. I can feel the jokes arise. Why can't you open the chips? Why can't you open the chips? Clay's at the party. I know he's here. I can feel his presence. A rush of fear. I'm still working on the chips. Oh boy, I'd like to dip. I'm getting closer, but hear a sound. Did he just call me an ass clown? Hey, dweeb, give me those chips. They look delicious and I'm equipped. Why can't you open the chips? Why can't you open the chips? And what about the girl? Oh yeah, she left with Clay. He won't treat her right, but there's nothing left to say. I'm already outside. Took a few deep breaths. Next time at a party, I won't open a bag of chips. Why couldn't I open the chips? Why couldn't I open the chips?
So, what was your favorite track on the album? Savoy Brown.
I was like, I haven't heard it all yet. I just keep coming back to Time Does Tell.
Yeah, that's the
Fourth
Yeah,
track.
Yeah.
End side A, and it's got everything. It's got a cool, crunchy groove. It's got, it's about growing older and what does it all mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I keep coming back to.
Yeah, dude. That was definitely the first track for me that I was like, ooh, yeah, this is funky. I like this.
Yeah.
The groove on that particular song is very, very catchy. It's something a little different.
Yep.
It's I really liked that song.
Do you guys ever struggle with packaging, like opening packages, like bags of chips, or?
I think, well, occasionally, yeah. There's certain bag types that you don't realize that they have the little notch, that you're supposed to just pull it like that instead of like doing the pull it out like that.
There's a notch,
And there are certain packaging types where that is the case.
yeah.
And I remember looking like a fool when I discovered that also, because my friend was like, I literally could not open this bag of, I think it was actually the, what are those called? Where they're like the dehydrated, like beetroot and taro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like a black bag that's got
Terra something.
Terra. Yeah, Terra.
Terra.
So maybe that's it.
Yeah,
Terra.
that's it.
Anyways, I could not open that bag, and like, I don't think I'm a weak man necessarily, but I felt weak in that moment. And my friend
Clay wasn't there.
My friend just like pulls it from me in the most condescending way. The most condescending way. He just like looks me in the eyes and goes,
Wow.
and I was like, wow, you really made me feel small right there.
I'm glad you had a story after that song, because like I've been there too. And it's one of the worst feelings when you can't open something that you really want. And then somebody's like watching you, and you feel that energy of the person like watching you, and you're like, oh shit, she's here.
Yeah.
Or he, or Clay or whoever, like you said, Michael. And like,
You called him a dweeb in that song. Yikes. That hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, can you imagine being at a party like this person was, and then like there's that asshole Clay just opens it first time, takes your chips,
Right. Takes your chips, steals your girlfriend.
Well, I don't think it was this girlfriend.
Well,
He's ogling, But like he wasted his moment by like struggling with that bag of chips. But yeah, I've struggled with packages before. I kind of come from a family that struggles with packaging. Besides Dan. Dan's pretty good at opening bags of chips.
From a family of people that just through life have struggled to open packages.
And my mom can open a package, and one of my brothers.
Does anybody in your family carry a pocket knife with them regularly?
No, they wouldn't know how to use it.
Oh,
They did.
okay. So there's more problems than just okay. All right.
Besides Dan and my mom. But yeah, I kind of joked for a while, like having like a TV show where me, my oldest brother, Tim.
Yeah, I
Shout
haven't
out
met
to
him,
Tim.
but
Yeah.
he
He
watches our show, so
Yeah.
I'm a bit
Hey, Tim.
and my dad, where we all like compete with each other and try to open the package first. Like
You
any
guys
kind of
have
packaging.
competitions about that?
Yeah,
Wow.
we just
Yeah.
call it packages. And just like you face off, like who could open the package first wins.
Okay.
And but the trick is you find people that are really untalented with opening packages. Like
Yeah,
myself.
I was gonna say, like, I feel actually like really compelled to join a competition like this. I feel like I could really boost my own confidence just based on what you're telling me right now about the issues that your family experiences with
Yeah.
Yeah.
opening packages.
Do you have any packages we could open?
I just got a
Compete with.
brand new bag of pita chips today. Hasn't been opened yet.
Do you have little packages so we could all like open one at the same
We
time?
might have some pirates booty in the garage.
Is it worth you running over to the garage?
I don't think so.
No, okay. Maybe next episode we'll
Play around.
I'll come prepared next time. And
Play
we
around
can
with packages.
We can play packages.
Yeah. This is the perfect setting for that game.
It is.
Packages.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Well, now I feel like we've brought awareness to a real issue that dozens of people struggle with package.
Well, and there's probably somebody that designs the packages too, and that person. And there's probably not many. There's probably like 5 of those people, and those 5 people
Right,
would
it's not
The history of humanity.
Right,
those
it's
5
not
people
a-
would watch the show.
They don't invent new packaging that often.
No, but you know they need those people.
Yeah.
And those people would probably watch the show for that segment. So
Exactly.
packages.
Yeah.
Leaning into a new market.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have more tracks. So we did Tell Papa, but did we do Time to Smell yet by Grow Cocker?
No, we have not.
No, let's do it.
When I was young, I was silent and still. I could eat a whole steak and a side of the grill. But the years have gone by and the wind starts to blow. It's a different story down there below. I used to be subtle, I used to be sleek. Now the cushions are crying every time that I speak. Oh, time to smell more than I ever could say. Yeah, time to smell, and it's headed your way. You can try to run, you can try to hide, but there's a rumble growing deep inside. I'm sitting in the chair, just watching the news, with a plate of some beans and a bad case of blues. I lean to the left, I lean to the right, and I unleash a ghost in the middle of the night. My wife leaves the room, she's shaking her head. She says, I can't even breathe in the middle of our bed. Oh, time to smell more than I ever could say. Yeah, time to smell, and it's headed your way. It's a natural fact, it's a heavy load as you're walking down that dusty road. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. It ain't like it was back in '72 when I was a flower fresh with the dew. Now I'm like a cheese that's been left in the sun. Once the engine stops cranking, it's never quite done. The doctor just laughs, says it's part of the deal, but he hasn't smelled the way that I feel. Yeah, time does smell. It's lingering in the hall. Watch out now. I think I felt another one.
That one was really good.
Yeah.
That Grow Cocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grow Cocker.
Yeah, he's got a strong voice.
And strong.
Relatable, sadly relatable content.
There were some very clever lyrics in there, though. There was that one point where he was saying, sitting down with a plate of beans. I forget what the line was that came after that, but I was impressed by it. What do you remember? What?
Like a ghost came out the back of me?
Yes, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good line. And Bree said we didn't need any more fart bands.
Yeah. I mean, it is true that there does seem to be an awful lot of songs of our artists that are about bodily functions.
It's just the kind of talent that we attract.
Yeah. I guess so.
We're going for that niche market.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get a record label off the ground, so we have to have an angle.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just one of ours.
I mean, I thought it was a very strong track, though, overall. Well-written song, in my opinion.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, good find.
Yeah. Thank you. This one is called Street Corner Walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Grow Cocker.
Grow Cocker. Yes. There's one more after that. There's one more Grow Cocker song after this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I saved the best for last. Here we go.
And my dog on a lead. I'm looking for a romance, that's all I really need. I left my papa's basement, I'm out here on the bricks, trying to find a lady with my bag of cheap tricks. I see a pretty girl, she's walking down the lane. I pull up on the leash, but I got zero game. I'm just street corner walking, waiting for a chance to start talking. I'm using my hound just to get me a date, but I'm 40 years old and I'm always too late. Yeah, street corner walking. I walk up to a blonde, she's got a smile so sweet. I say, my dog likes your shoes, can he sniff your feet? She looks at me real strange and she starts to walk away. That's the third time that it's happened just so far today. My golden retriever, he's doing all the work, while I'm standing on the sidewalk looking like a jerk. I'm just street corner walking, waiting for a chance to start talking. Living with my parents, I've got nothing to lose except my dignity in these old walking shoes. Yeah, street corner walking. Hey baby, you come here often. My dog thinks you're cute, and I think I got a coupon for some kibble. Wanna nibble? Wait, don't go. The sun is going down and the street lights turn on. Every girl I talk to is already long gone. The dog is getting tired, he's ready for his bowl. I'm going back to Papa's with a lonely, empty soul. I'll fire up the console, I'll open up the snacks and dream about the ladies while I'm playing some jacks. Oh, street corner walking, come on, Sparky, let's go home. I think Mom made meatloaf. Yeah, street corner walking. Chug, 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 chug.
What just happened?
I just wanted to hear that again. I tried to blend it, but didn't do a very good job. I'm not really a
That
good
sounds like a
DJ.
different song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the street
Smoothest
corner.
transition, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Chug, chug,
Yeah.
chug, chug, chuggity, 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 chuggity.
So Grow Cocker, trying to meet some ladies with a dog. He thought getting a dog would be a good idea, because he lives with his
I mean,
parents.
that is a good idea, though.
It is. But you still need to have a little bit of game,
A little
and pizzazz when,
Yeah.
when
I'm surprised the kibble and nibble line didn't work because that sounded pretty enticing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do lines work? Did you guys have lines?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you seem like a lines kind of guy.
You want to hear my favorite line?
Yeah.
Wait, I have to remember it now. Can I get in your pants? Because I just pooped in mine.
Works every time.
Yeah. Every time.
I'm not. I know. I'm clearly not a line guy.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm the nice guy.
I
But authentically nice. Not not like a nice guy. You know what I mean?
Are there any pickup lines that you can remember off the top of your head? If not, that's
No.
okay.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like Grow Cocker really goes back to his blues roots in that track.
yeah.
And that's like it's like a lived experience. Heartache.
Definitely.
So I appreciated the Grow Cocker burying his soul in that particular track.
Yeah, he bears it all in the next one. But yeah.
Also, when there was a line in there where he was talking about turn on the console and then play jacks, and that's where I got confused because why would you play jacks after turning on your video game console? That makes no sense to me. But
yeah, I was gonna say is
Jack's the game.
well, he's like 40.
well, that's what I thought. I was like, is there a video game called Jacks?
He's 40, so he's like stuck in between this should I play these old timesy bluesy games or should I play the video games that all the kids are playing?
Instead of your booger game, though, we should actually make a video game for playing Jacks where you're just tossing, with your controller, you're just or maybe it's on the Wii.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
that's
So you gotta
on
have
the
to-
Wii.
yeah.
You just
It's physical.
tossing jacks. I honestly, wait, how do you actually play? It's you bounce the ball and then try and
I don't
scoop
know
up
how
as
to play
many
jacks.
as you can, right?
Yeah,
That's something
But
like that.
that's a very old game.
Yeah.
Right. Like that.
yeah.
That's been around
He's
a
an
long
old soul.
He's an old. I believe that Grow Cocker is an old soul.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I was thinking of this. I wasn't really a pickup line guy, but I tried every once in a while, like, you know, just to see what would happen, right? But I did see this. There's this show like on VH1, like back in the day, called the Pickup Artist.
Oh yeah, I
Pickup
remember.
Artist.
I never watched that, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's a reality show, and the guy Mystery, he's like
His name's Mystery.
yeah.
Jesus.
And they made fun of him on SNL. There's a really funny like SNL like making fun of Mystery, but yeah, he like teaches these like nerds how to like pick up girls basically, and like they like learn from these experts, and like over time you see them getting better and better with girls. It's actually, it was a really fun show to watch. But anyways, there's one episode where like the opening line, one of the nerds, he goes up to this group of girls and he's like, hey, did you guys know? He just like launches into it. He's like, did you know 70% of women sing in the shower, 30% masturbate? And do you know what they sing? And then he's like, well, you guys must be the ones that masturbate then.
That's pretty good.
That's funny.
And he like delivered it, like I kind of stumbled at the end, but like he delivered it so well, and the whole like table exploded. And I was just like,
Wow, good for him.
yeah. But it was funny to watch them like, you know, just strike out so many times. But every once in a while, like, you know, they start to do pretty good. But
There we go.
yeah.
Did you ever watch that show?
I never watched that show.
I never watched it either, but I definitely saw like the, I guess the trailers for him, like randomly on commercials, and I was just like, I would never watch that show.
Oh.
That was my thought but I mean,
And anyone who did.
I don't mean that
Ouch.
in like I don't mean any offense by that. I was just like, I don't know. I like
Well,
the guy that is supposed to be, you know, the pickup artist.
Yeah.
That's the name of the show. He's like wearing a ridiculous top hat and has some like terrible facial hair.
Yeah,
I was just like,
peacocking.
that guy's the pickup artist.
Peacocking. Yeah.
That's so
To stand out
okay.
like a peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a book called The Game, and it's this like writer for the Rolling Stone, I believe. Don't worry, we only have like one more song, so we could wrap up after this.
No worries.
But yeah, so he like started investigating this like subculture of pickup artists, and then like along the way, he like became one of the best pickup artists. And so he became friends with like Mystery and all these other guys and stuff like that.
Mystery. It just like
And I mean, and Mystery is like it was a really good read, honestly.
Yeah.
And Mystery is a total hot mess. Like, you know, like he's kind of a nerdy guy. He gets really good at like being a pickup artist. But then, you know, he has a bunch of like kind of some mental breakdowns along the way, because it's like, you know, it's kind of a hard life to keep up, you know, to always be kind of like hunting for the new thing, I suppose. So, but really good read. And the book, it looks like a Bible, and you learn how these like people like try to pick up women and stuff like that. Anyways,
Okay.
Grow Cocker.
yeah. Let's get back to the serious stuff.
So on the Savoy Brown album, they end with Wang Dang Doodle. Mm-hmm. Well, this song's called Wang Dang Noodle. But before we play the Wang Dang Doodle, I was reading the lyrics and I read up about it a little bit. It's like it's about a party. He's like basically like talking about all his like cool friends that are going to be at the party.
Yeah,
that correct?
because he's got they all have like it's like fast talking Sammy or something. He sings about like these like the characters.
Boxcar Jim.
yeah, exactly. They'll have cool nicknames.
Cigar Johnson.
Yeah,
Cigar.
all night long. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I really appreciated like kind of like the like attempt at like sounding cool, it's like, oh, you have all these like cool sounding friends like Cigar Johnson and Buckwheat Phil and stuff like that. But like, does that sound cool? Does that actually sound cool? I don't know.
I mean, I definitely wish that my friends had names like that.
Yeah. But it kind of just brings me back to my like early days writing songs where like I was basically like not confident enough to actually write about myself. So I would just kind of like try to sound cooler than I was. And it was, disingenuous, and the songs were terrible. And if anybody ever hears those, we're gonna have a problem. But I kind of actually really want to hear them again.
Dude, we should play them
I
on this podcast.
I don't know if we still have them because they're all like
goodness,
recorded
you have
on
to find
cassette
those.
tapes, and they're like, if they exist, they're buried somewhere in my parents' house in Carlsbad. But
Dude, I feel really strongly that we need to find those and dig those up, and so that we can listen to them.
yeah, it would be pretty fun.
I would
but
love to listen to that.
It'd be really embarrassing. One of my friends tried to steal it once. Like steal one of my tapes, and I ran after him with a pair of scissors. I wasn't gonna do anything. They were dull. They were dull school scissors.
Yeah.
But like I was like, dude, if that gets out,
You
anywhere,
knew the embarrassment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't take it, so we're good. But I had one song that was like, oh, and the beer's flowing like a waterfall,
Oh no.
And it was just like in that moment, it felt like so right. But then
Cool.
then I'd listen back to it like the next day and just be like, oh, that was not good. Even back then, like I was like, yeah, that's not good. No.
Yeah.
So Wang Dang Noodle by Grow Cocker.
Tell Pornhub, tell the web, tell Google search, tell it without safe search. Tonight I'm gonna drain my balls down in the bathroom stall. Gonna rock my mop till it done stop. We're gonna tug a lug till the top comes off. I'm gonna pinch my wang dang noodle all night long. Don't ask what I'm doing. Don't tell mom. That stupid parrot that my parents have. Everybody beat your meat. Talking to myself and generating heat. I'm a mess of a man, making fire with stick in hand. I hope no one comes in the door. I'm gonna pinch my wang dang noodle all night long. Tell Fats and Washboard Sam, don't come in, I'm beating my ham. Just shake it, Boxcar Joe is what I call my penis to make it grow. I'm gonna pinch my wang dang noodle all night long. I'm gonna pinch my wang dang noodle all night long. All night long. Wang it to the dang it to the noodle. All right.
Brown just entered at the end. Like, whoa.
Wow, it gives it the feeling of being live, but only right at the very end.
The choice, interesting choice. On Wang Ding Noodle. That must have been his parents coming
That
home.
was the laugh track of audio.
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
What was that song about?
What do you think the song was about?
I'm not sure. I wasn't following the metaphors.
I don't think it's about a party.
I think it's, I think we take it at face value and
Party of one.
yeah.
Party of one.
Party of one.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Party of one-eyed monster.
Yeesh.
Oh, anyways.
Jesus.
Ooh, doggy. Yeah. Michael, it was really good to have you on the show, man.
Thanks for having me. This was a blast.
Do you have any more facts you want to add or last words about the album?
Do I have any more
Yeah,
facts?
we can bring this full circle into actually talking about the original piece that we're focusing this episode around. But
bringing it back.
Yeah.
We're talking. Do I have any more facts? I don't think so. I think I gave all my
no, you gave a lot.
my Wikipedia.
Well, I didn't know for sure that they had tried their hand at some like heavy metal
Yeah.
later on in the career, which I am now
I know, right?
genuinely interested
Yeah.
in. Do you have any?
I-
have you listened to
I
some of
I
their heavy
haven't.
metal, or-
I just learned of this the other day.
That's cool.
When I was doing my research.
I mean, that really is very Spinal Tap-esque.
Isn't it?
To go that route, but that's
Maybe there. Yeah.
that's hilarious. Have you guys seen the new Spinal Tap yet?
I haven't.
There's a new one.
I read the book.
Wow.
Well, so there's
a
a book.
book?
So right before he died, Rob Reiner wrote a book about like the sort of history of how the first Spinal Tap came to be.
Oh,
And it's fantastic.
really?
Yeah, you can borrow
Oh,
it if you want.
dude, yeah, I'd love to read that.
But then there's like on the flip side, you like literally turn the book and read it for the other way from the back. And it's like a interview of the band in character after the filming of the second Spinal Tap.
Oh, rad.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anyway, it was a great read. Very funny. I guess all the artists, all the rockers that ever saw the first movie were like, this is not funny. This is too real. Like it's like they're like this happened to us and it's not funny. People do get lost backstage in tunnels.
Yeah, I love that moment where they're just like can't find the stage.
And they're like, give Nigel some full size bread. This might be the only time we've eaten all day. Kind of thing.
Yeah. So Michael, you play bass. Did you ever tour?
No, never toured. Just I don't know. Used to play music with some guys in Chicago.
Nice.
We weren't a blues band.
Yeah. Well, what kind of band was that?
We were like folky. We just played like folk cover, or indie folk covers.
Cool.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't since having children, I haven't played much music.
Oh, dude, it's so far. It's hard to find. The
It's
time.
so far. Yeah.
So
far.
It is hard to find the time, but we could all jam sometime.
We could. I know.
I would love to.
I've flaked on Ryan twice on jamming, so
Oh yeah, that's true.
I owe you a jam sesh for sure.
Okay.
Wow. I didn't get invited to either of those.
You were somewhere.
You're invited.
You were in. I think you were. You guys were.
Maybe if I invite
Well-
you, he'll actually show. Hey,
I'll dude. I would love to. I would love to jam sometime.
yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, the one thing before we go, I was
We
wondering.
play some Grow Cocker covers.
Yeah, there you go. Like, why do you think you went through 53 members? Like, I know, like, he had a long career. That's part of it. But, like, early on, do you think you might be, I don't know, kind of a dick or something?
I don't know. It didn't sound like that when I was reading like the article about him, but I think he probably cared. He said that he cared more about the music than like success, and I think so. He would just like he didn't need to be big, didn't need to make a lot of money, and I think I think most musicians are hoping to find some more
At a certain point, at
at
least.
a certain point, and so I think I think they just kind of would drift away, and then they'd reform the band with a new set of musicians.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I've actually been in that exact situation where, jamming with really talented people, but, like the lead singer didn't really want to take it further than, and I get why, because like he didn't want to affect the music at all. Money gets involved potentially, and then the music could change, it complicates things, right? But
I mean, there's always that. There's that conflict when, like, clearly, if music is what you love, then like the goal is to be able to do a job that you love,
right.
But there's going to be elements of any job, no matter what, including music, where there's going to be shit that you don't want to do, and it's going to start getting tedious and annoying, and it happens to, I think, everybody.
Yeah.
Even the most successful artists go through those struggles of like, wow, I really hate this part of, this, and
like to the non-rocker, touring sounds kind of cool, but I've heard the touring is absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
You don't sleep. Like tour buses are uncomfortable, even though they're. So I don't know.
No, for sure. Like when I was younger, like I wanted it so bad, but like now that I'm like old and I know and I have a family and I know my kids are gonna still wake up at 6:30 or 7, as late as I stay out. I'm having trouble sleeping these days, right? So like staying up till 2 playing a show does not sound great.
Exactly.
It'd be cool for a little bit, but like when that's your job and
if you're doing that night after night after night, that adds up.
Yeah. But anyways, this is great, man. Thanks for coming on, and
thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for bringing us this new record, brand new artist that I am now exposed to and a fan of.
Me too.
So
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
all right.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.